So I am cooking dinner. I'm trying to find a spot to sit you. Let's see. Right here in the window's good. So I'm just going to talk to you. Sorry about the mess in the background. Dehydrating some things, recycle stuff, cooking dinner. So I made another video earlier today. Actually, I made two. One I did not post because I was upset and responding in anger. Responding in anger never leads to good choices. I'll be right back. Gotta grab meat. Hey, you guys didn't put away the milk. So, as you've seen in my previous videos, I have a stepson. His mother and father do not get along at all. She makes it very difficult to get along with her. She calls me that thing you're married to, or that beast. She's threatened to slit my throat. She's said all kinds of nasty things. And today, she does this quite often too. She will not meet my husband halfway, which she's court ordered to. She's also court ordered to meet me halfway. And she doesn't. Or I'm supposed to be allowed to pick up. She's been court ordered to allow me to pick my stepson up, and she doesn't do it. So earlier she texted my husband about he's supposed to have him 3 weekends a month, 6 p.m. Friday to 6 p.m. Sunday. About 30 minutes before, it's about 3:30, she texts him and says, you can either meet me at 4 halfway, not halfway, but at the exit that she chose, or you can go all the way to my house and pick him up. Mind you, the exit they meet is 3 miles from the exit where my husband normally works, and then I usually drive down to where my husband works, which is 45 minutes from us, and my stepson lives over an hour away from us. But he gets him, and then I go and pick him up, so that way my husband's not missing time at work, and he's still missing time. He doesn't get a lunch now because he has to clock out to go get his son and then meet me at his work, so he doesn't get a lunch because he has to do this instead of me just being able to meet her halfway like I'm supposed to be. So earlier, I got really upset about it. I mean, so upset that I thought I was having a heart attack, and it ended up being anxiety. I was having a panic attack, an anxiety attack. My face was red all through here. It looked like I was burnt. It looked like I got burnt on my ears all through here. And I was crying, I was upset, and I was angry, and and then I said some words that echoed in my head after I tried to post the video. My husband's been dealing with this for 11 years. 11 years of her getting away with, mind you, she has scared off every single person that he has ever been with except for me. She absolutely hates my guts, even though I have never done anything to this woman. I've actually tried to encourage a better relationship between her and my husband to better my stepson, because the only person that's hurting is him. I mean, well, that's not true. It's actually affecting everybody involved. But thought about, how far I've come in the last 4 years. Still do another video about all the things that I've been through, battling stage 4 cancer, almost dying a few times, and the other things that we've been through. So instead of responding in anger, this is what I decided to do. I'm not letting you win, Denise. Calling you out. Every time you call me that thing, I'm going to pray for you. Every time you accuse me of doing something that I did not do, I'm going to pray for you. Every time you don't follow the court orders, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for my husband to go get it done. To go to the courthouse, turn in the papers, and the court to do what they're supposed to do. Because so far, Angola, Indiana court system has failed badly. We spent $15,000 2 years ago fighting for Kane, and we lost because our lawyer got cocky and decided to go with, instead of the guardian ad litem statement, went with admittance statements from her that were turned in late. So they were, by default, she was admitting to all the things that she was being accused of. Now, all the things she was being accused of was cooked up by Chris's lawyer, and Chris got swept up with it because he's, you know, some of the things actually were valid, like the verbal abuse and neglect and things like that, and some of the things were true, but some of them weren't. But the lawyer decided to go with the admittance statements because they had been deemed admitted because they were turned in late instead of the guardian ad litem's report. And we lost. The guardian ad litem said that Kane would be better with us. She visited both houses, talked with both parties. But Denise stood up there in the court crying, and, you know, she's just trying to make everything positive, which is great, you know, make things positive. But after she sat up there and said, you know, we bought this house, this is his forever home. A month later, she kicked her husband out. 2 months after that, she moved again for the 4th time. Put Kane into another new school for I think this was his 4th new school as well. And now she just notified Chris that she is moving again out of state. And dragging Kane out of his school and putting him into another new school. Which, you know what? I'm going to pray for you. You got a nice house, Kane said. He's happy about it. Happy for it. He seems okay with me going to different school. Even though we all know in the long run this is not healthy for a child to be bouncing around and never finishing a school. And also he is failing 5th grade, or 5th grade, yep. He is failing. He has been in trouble several times. His parents have been called to the school, and this isn't just this past school. It's been in almost every school he's been in. On medication, off medication. And it's because the things that he witnesses and sees. But I'll be damned if I lived through all the things I lived through and let this woman steal my happiness, my joy, my time, my brain. You know, she's not renting space in my head anymore. I'm done. After I watched the video that I made earlier and saw how broken down I got, how bad I was crying, and how upset it made me, I can't do that anymore. So every time she does something that she is not supposed to do, I'm going to pray for her. I'm going to pray for her. And like I tell Kane all the time, if she ever needs my help, I will help her. She is welcome in my home, our home, mine and my husband, my children's home. This is where Kane lives too. If I saw her stranded on the side of the road, I would pull over and help her. She wouldn't take my help. She'd probably stab me in the back if she got the chance. But I will help her. I'm not going to let her control me, control so much of my mind and emotions that I'm getting angry and yelling at my husband and yelling at my children because she's gotten me so upset. But with all that said, if you guys know a pro bono lawyer that works around Angola, Indiana area, or if you are a lawyer that could help us, I would very much appreciate if you commented below with your phone number, and I will contact you. We have been to court. We spent $15,000. We don't have that money anymore. It took all of our savings. And we lost. So, if you have somebody that can give my husband advice, that would be amazing. It's not to the point anymore where it's what Kane wants. My husband's more looking for what's best for Kane, and living with his mother he feels is not best for Kane. In order to make him feel good about the move, she bribes him with new things. Sometimes she comes through with those things, but like, they're things. Just 2 weeks ago, she told him that she was going to kick him out of his house, or her house, and pack up all of his things and put it in storage, and then said if he chooses to come live with us, that he was never allowed to come back and see her because she didn't want anything to do with him. That's the kind of things that Kane has to deal with on a daily basis, because she does have bipolar disorder, but she refuses to take any medication or go see a therapist. It's been very difficult to deal with her, but I have to remind myself constantly, it's not my husband's fault that she's like this. She wasn't like this when they got together. She wasn't like this when she was pregnant for Kane. It was after she was born, and then she had a couple more babies by somebody else. And I know bipolar disorder is affected with each childbirth. It does affect your neurons and stuff, and it makes it worse. So, I'm not trying to give her an excuse, because she says some pretty nasty things. I have bipolar people in my family, and I've never heard them ever talk the way that she does. But with that said, it is still a disorder, and so here's my suggestion to anybody who's dealing with this, who's dealing with the mixed family. Don't respond in anger. Say a prayer. Have God help you relax. Remove yourself from the situation. Breathe. Don't get sucked up in it, because you can't unleash all that anger on people around you, people who don't deserve that. You don't deserve to have all that anger in you. If you can't, go to a therapist. They're amazing. Do some meditation. Calm yourself down. Do what you like to make yourself calm. Replace the hate and anger with happiness and love. God said, love thy neighbor. Let him do the judging. Keep yourself out of it. Do your best. And let him deal with the rest. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. Alright, so this is almost 15 minutes long. I am going to cook dinner. We are home late because I had to drive all the way to my husband's work to get him. It took my husband half an hour to go and come back to get his son and come back to work, and then now he does not get a lunch break, and he didn't have time to stop and eat. So he also he works 12s every Friday, so hopefully he can get something delivered. I'm pretty sure he can. So yeah, I can't believe I just said so yeah. I hate it when people do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fix dinner. Thank you for watching this. I will try to do more videos every day. Tomorrow we're going to do a river cleanup. Like I said before, I'm a Girl Scout troop leader, and we're having some of the Girl Scouts, hopefully all the Girl Scouts are going to come meet tomorrow. And we're going to do a river cleanup, and I'm going to try to video that. I just don't know if other parents are comfortable with their kids being on video. So it might just be spurts here and there of me and my daughter. I'm taking the boys with me because, like I said, my husband works 12s. He also has to work over now because he had to take an extended lunch to go get Kane. So he won't be home until like 4:30 in the morning, and we have to be there at 8:30. So he's going to be like a zombie. So the boys are coming with me, and my oldest daughter is with a friend. And so it'll be me and my youngest daughter and the 2 boys. So, alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. God bless. Just pray for you.